Elephants over there.
Nelson Oleraia drives us through his community wildlife conservation area on the edge of the Maasai Mara Game Reserve. 5 years ago, this land was an overgrazed dust bowl where people had put up fences that blocked wildlife from their traditional migratory routes. Community elders had a big idea. They took down the fences, pooled their land, and now live side by side with wildlife.
The community was facing a free fall in loss of land. So when we came in, we had to get rid of 25 kilometers long lines of fences.
It's high season here for tourists. Many are heading to Maasai Mara to watch the great wildebeest migration. Millions of animals come from the Serengeti Game Reserve in Tanzania to breed and graze. But for many years, local communities have often been excluded from the tourist dollars. So the Nashulai Conservancy decided to do things differently.
We were wary about approaching those institutional funders that funds fortress conservation, because then they will change our narrative. And we wanted to pioneer a model that is community-led.
Their vision is ambitious. They want to create one of the longest wildlife corridors from Maasai Mara through other reserves and onto the Serengeti. People who live in areas like this one say they want to be more involved in conservation efforts, and that's why it's so important for them to have these community conservancies, and they are thriving. Jack Olemoniko says his family set aside land for the protected area.
Living standard ya watu imekuja juu kidogo.
Our standard of living's improved. We've put aside money for our children's education through a bursary fund. When times are hard, especially during a drought, community members dip into their contributions to help provide food and other basic commodities.
Tourists often stop over at the village to sample the traditional way of life. This is not the only community conservancy in Kenya, but people here believe that Nashulai has set the pace for other conservation initiatives, which they say can only be good news. Catherine Soy, Al Jazeera, Nashulai Conservancy, Kenya.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.